What is up, guys? So, here we are. Um, just downloaded the cattle and crops test server. So, we're just kind of looking over this as we go. Figured it's Friday afternoon. Um, and so, might as well do a live stream of this. The first time I've ever looked at this, so hopefully it goes well. So, this is the first look. Tutorial 1, we need to find the tractor. Looks like it's, see, you can really scroll out, which is nice. We got a really good view of the map, has little collisions on the building. Um, so the timeline with this, as I was reading, is the initial release. This is an alpha, and what that means, it's not beta. It's not like a final product. The alpha is still, it's expecting to have bugs. It's expecting to have issues, and the whole point of releasing it early is to figure out what all those bugs are, figure out, the compatibility issues. Um, I just hit the F1 key here. Gives us a really good view of the equipment. I mean, if you're familiar with Giants Farming Simulator, some of the keys have actually changed how you navigate. Um, but from what I'm told, fields, planning, employees. This is just trying to get us acquainted with the vehicles. So if I do actually, if I hit settings, let's see what we can all do here. We can do frame rate sync, anti-aliasing. Let's see if we can turn up the graphics a little bit here. Slight distance can really impose render distance. Let's see if we can max out the graphics on this thing. Vegetation rendered density 2, vegetation fading. What is... Whoop. Something happened? It's not responding? Hmm. Something happened. It's loading. Oh, that's user interface. Whenever I click the vegetation fading start distance, like now you can see how slow my... So I bumped that down to like 20. Why does this keep... Continue playing. Okay, so tried to bump up some graphics here. I wonder if we can get into first person. So right off the bat, the it's kind of choppy how you move around. Enter the vehicle. The key doesn't pop up, but I believe it's tab. I'm not actually sure. Controls. Okay, mouse sensitivity. General. Exit gear, toggle gear. Okay, let's see if we hit E to enter. Okay. So we're now in the vehicle. The so used to drive control that. So you can obviously just do the quick attach, press C. What else are we looking at here? We have how do I do user actions? User actions. Settings, gameplay. Controls. User, open vehicle menu F1. Toggle UI F7. Show info panels Alt. So if I do F7, it doesn't really do anything. Alright, so how do I go? It's stuck in reverse. Is there a way to go forward? Alright. So the mouse sensitivity needs to be adjusted, that's for sure. So we have lights. How do we bring up the, if we bring up F1, okay, that's not really what, I bring up F2, okay, those are just, so I don't think a lot of the functions are fully installed. So right off the bat you can see the dynamic terrain. We can unfold cultivator. Can then lower the cultivator. I'm not really sure how to use the GPS line here. Cultivate first track. I'm so used to the driver control, but you can see when you change directions. Actually, I don't think that has anything to do with when you change, because I think if I just sit here, he'll do it. Yeah, it's just kind of a scripted animation. So if we go back in cab, and I just gun it, high speed tillage. So that's not very realistic. Oh, okay, it's telling us we're at 60% cultivated field. So I was basically going like 40 kilometers an hour there, which is like 25-ish miles an hour. So now I'm turning on the lights. It really starts to lag the game there. Slightly disappointed with the fact that you can fly across the field. I realize it's just alpha, but apparently I can't work on this field. So basically this is what So I'm not exactly sure on the left of my screen here where it says user actions. I'm not exactly sure how to get over to use. If I use shift, if I use tab, if I use control, alt, control, control, control shift, control alt. Not exactly sure how to navigate to the user actions, but kind of disappointed with the fact that it feels like I'm not pulling anything with this cultivator. And if I just leave the cultivator, does it? It's not really doing anything to the grass. Again, this is alpha. It does work. It's got a long ways to go. Um, in order to replace a farming simulator. It has indoor, outdoor sounds. So I want to see again if there's a way to bring up sound, radio, gameplay, gear must change. Okay, so you can do that. Gas limiter. Let's try that. Let's try that. Auto handbrake drive while engine starting. Realistic wheel simulation. Okay, let's try physics. Let's try hardcore. Vehicle multiplier, pedestrian multiplier, collision level, controls. Let's reduce the mouse sensitivity. Smooth. Let's try that. Smooth first person. Smooth speed. Let's try that. See if this improves anything. General, load, show info panels, alt. That doesn't really do anything for me though. Enable, disable B. Speed control is T. Toggle gears G. Shift up but no shift down. Flashlight, work light. Indoor. Okay, so these aren't scripted yet. Open vehicle menu. Toggle UI. That doesn't really do anything. Let's apply that. For a reason it kicks us back out. Okay, kicks us back out again. Alright, let's continue. Let's see if the realistic physics. Let's put this thing back down. Alright, yeah, that seems to be quite a bit better than driving around at 40 kilometers an hour. Now this thing is really struggling with this cultivator. Okay, so if I hit like 3, which would be, okay, if I hit T, I think T is the new like cruise control. This is not a beta, it's alpha. Beta is when the game is usually fully developed. and you're looking to fine tune it, this thing is still pre-beta. The inputs for keys aren't even fully implemented yet, so. So this is definitely kind of goofy how you move around. Right now, this is only available to those that contributed to the Kickstarter, so it's not available. It's only available to those that um, contributed at a certain pledge level. So it's not actually available to anyone besides those that contributed to that. Um, I'm still trying to figure out how to. That's interesting. If I press Alt, or press Alt, I'm not sure how you're supposed to use the. So I have this thing fully pinned right now. There doesn't seem to be any kind of particle animations yet. If I turn the lights on here, it really lags the game, so they need to really work on that. So that's C1. I wonder. Oh, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. I'm doing. I was just doing the plus key, but there's no minus. You can't. The minus doesn't really. So does this automatically go up to a different? So I'm at C2, C3. Hmm. So unfortunately, this has quite a ways to go. If I fold this up, if I zoom all the way out, see what else is in the farm here. Oh, you actually have to manually. So let's go back to settings and gameplay. Let's go to medium. That kicks us back out. So this has a long ways to go to even get to the beta stage. This is alpha, and it's how do I get out of first person? Oh. So this is the barn. I'm not sure if there's any way to open doors or anything like that. Alright, so we have some vehicles. Let's see if a vehicle actually hits us. If it's a little bit more intelligent. Is there any cars? So this is what it is. It's a tech demo. I would be hesitant to even call it an alpha release. It's only kind of demoing certain aspects. Um, okay, here's a car. Let's see if this guy is going to hit us. So he recognizes us. That's cool. So he didn't go around us, but he definitely didn't hit us, so I think that's an improvement. See how far we can zoom out here. Map looks fairly large. If I were to, if we do P, if we do 9, 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. None of the keys seem to do much of anything. M. If I do Z, X, C, V, C, Q, W. F1. Apparently, that's all there is to do. Task, quests, calendar. Anyways, it's a very basic look at cattle and crops. Right now, I mean, it works, it's functioning, but there's just so much left out that I imagine they have a couple more months to go to even get this into a beta format. I believe this is just kind of a data collection for the technical um, aspects of it. The game is very laggy when you with graphics. Um, if you were to see, I don't even think a lot of the things aren't even scripted yet. You can really max this to whatever kind of graphics card you have. Um, sound. there's a lot of customization here. I see a lot of potential. Um, it's very crude, not very fluid, easy to navigate. But I think they're going to be enhancing those things as more and more people's kind of test this out, give them some feedback. I think they already pretty much well know what they need to improve and whatnot. So I'm really looking forward to a lot of improvements on this. I'm looking forward to improvements um, in the navigation, the UI, the ability to kind of have the more options to click with your mouse in game. Um, Looking forward to the particle animations, a little bit more um, user friendly. It's not very user friendly right now, I will say that. Um, the lighting really lags down. Like, okay, you can see my frame right now, and then if I were to turn the light on, it, it really just kind of lags the game down quite a bit. And I have a pretty decent graphics card, so I think a lot of these things need to be enhanced and improved. Um, I'm so used to the Farm Sim F1 menu. Anyways, if I tab, can I tab over to vehicles? No, I can't tab into vehicles. I was using it says like Alt and Control, but I'm clicking that and it doesn't really give me an option. Can't speed up time that I know of. So let's try this again if we can get some. So I'm hitting left control. Nothing's happening. Left alt. Right control. Right alt. So yeah, I don't think that's currently scripted. So anyways, this has been your first peek at the tech demo of the alpha release, I guess. The alpha release for a tech demo of Cattle and Crops.